Welcome to Yeshua Kids Garden.
Okay, so I don't know if you caught that, Mr. Excellent.
So you're saying that that younger people should emphasize the respect to their elders?
Yes, because
Are you saying
they are
that
giving
younger
that
people shouldn't be?
Go ahead, Mr. Excellence. Of course, anyone can go ahead. I'm just here to observe you guys.
Are you saying that younger people shouldn't be in leadership positions because they have to respect the elders that are in charge?
No, younger people should be in a leadership position, but it doesn't mean. I say younger people should be in leadership position. It doesn't mean that the elders, which the elderly ones needs respect, must have the same respect, but have the same respect aligned to the young ones, which are the youths. They must have the same respect aligned to be them. They could be just because we just emphasize cultural norms just like that. That of cultural norms has its own role that is in place, which is placed for elderly ones need to have the same cultural norms aligned, which is the same respect aligned to each other.
Okay, I don't know if you caught that, or do you have any more to say on that before I move on to the next question? Is that all? Is that okay, Mr. Excellence? Or do you have more to be said? Or you seem to have searching eyes. What do you have any statements to make on that, or you're good?
I have something to say.
Yes.
As someone who affirms the position that youth are meant to have leadership positions in Nigeria, he's saying that we should have the same cultural norms and way of life as elders. So younger people and elders should be treated equally and have the same cultural norms. And I think that cultural norms don't have to be considered when looking at leadership positions in Nigeria.
Hello and welcome to Yeshua Kids Garden, and this is YKG contest, and we're here today with our first ever teenage debate, and today we have two contestants, and of course the rules do not really differ from the adult section. So this moment, our topic for the day is, are young people ready to lead Nigeria? So as usual, as it is a standard in this program, we're going to allow each of the speakers to introduce themselves. So I'm going to start with the young gentleman on my right. So I think it's Divine. Please, can you introduce yourself, state your name, and whatever information you would like to give to the audience today. So the floor is yours, Mr. Divine.
Okay, my name is Chibike Chibueze Frenesis Divine. I am I'm a 200 level student at tertiary institution. Yes, I love debate. I love debates naturally right from when I was in JS3 till now. So anytime I hear the word debate, it always gives me happy because it's just that kind of joy it gives me anytime I want to debate or give an opinion that will actually make sense to the world, not only to the world, but to people that is viewing it. So actually, I just have like it. So it actually makes sense. And also, anytime someone is actually hosting a debate, I will always like to join and make effort to make sure the debate comes out well.
All right. So
I'm very happy.
Thank you very much. So we're just going to try and keep it short for the sake of the time, but of course, we have to have some information besides your name. All right. So thank you, Mr. Divine. I'll be moving over to the gentleman on my, we'll say my right. Please, can you kindly introduce yourself?
Okay. Hello, my name is Excellence Alfred Ogissi. I am 17 years of age in 200 level, and I currently live in Abuja, Nigeria. I love participating in competitions like this, and it is a joy for me to be in this particular debate right now. Thank you.
All right, so thank you very much. So I think we had an extensive discussion before we started the recording, so I had to answer some questions. Like I said, I had shared the videos, but I wasn't sure. Maybe that was an oversight on your part, or maybe I forgot to send the video in certain groups because we have different sourcing groups for teens. Okay, so like I explained to you, to be victorious in this and to obtain the cash prize, you need to have a minimum of 20 votes, okay, and you have to be the maximum in terms of have to have the highest number of votes, okay. And as I said earlier, please, if one speaker is speaking and if it's not your turn, do so kindly to mute your mics, okay. So we're going to start, and of course, as I explained to you earlier, we're going to have an opening question. And so an opening now, so I will say you an opportunity for you to state your position on the subject. So the topic again is, are young people ready to lead Nigeria? So you have 4 minutes to respond to this question, and I would like to start with you, Mr. Excellence. Your time starts now.
Distinguished moderator, honorable audience, today I stand with confidence to affirm that young people are ready to lead Nigeria. Not because they are perfect, but because they bring something this country desperately needs: vision, energy, innovation, and a bold refusal to accept failure as normal. Our elders have tried their best, but Nigeria ranks among the top globally in youth unemployment, out of school children, and corruption. So the real question is not, are young people ready, but can Nigeria afford to keep waiting? We'll explore why youth leadership is not just possible, it's necessary. And we'll examine how the right mix of preparation, mentorship, and courage makes Nigeria's youth more than ready to lead this nation forward. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. I don't know if you have more to say on that because you have a whole 3 minutes. But of course, if you're done, you can we can end it there, and I can move on to the next. Yes? Would you like to speak more on that, or is that all you have for your opening?
That is enough for me.
Okay, all right. So thank you very much, Mr. Excellent. So right now I'm going to be moving over to Mr. Divine, please. Your opening position or your opening statements, and of course, feel free to state your position in that. All right. So the floor is yours, Mr. Divine.
Okay, actually, young people are ready to lead like. Hello, sir.
Yes, I can hear you.
I say young people are ready to lead Nigeria because one, if Nigeria choose to elect good leaders in position, two, if Nigeria look over the economic challenges and opportunity extensively, they would like to allow youth to, because it's youth that have that kind capability to lead Nigeria as a country. We don't need elderly people. We need youth, young youth, to lead Nigeria. Three, we need to look at the ends of Nigeria as a whole, the citizens. We need to look at them because now the way Nigeria is going, it's youth that needs to lead Nigeria. Because if without youth, Nigeria is nothing to go about. Youth is very, very important in Nigeria whole like this. And also, the urgency of Nigeria media age is from 18. So as when someone is 18 years above, that person is already know their full fundamental rights as a youth to lead Nigeria. So we at Nigeria, we need to elect youth. We need to stand for the truth as youth. We need to lead Nigeria because we are the one that has the capability as a youth. As we graduate from tertiary, imagine as we graduate from tertiary institution now, we have our certificates. What we are looking for now is now how to make this country better. So the country now we need to.
I would have to stop you there, Mr. Divine. I wouldn't penalize you because I'll try to be a little bit merciful because I'm sure you misunderstood the question. So the second opportunity was given to you and which you've clarified. So now that you understand the I would say the theme for today, I would just recite it one more time before moving over to the second segment of this program. So the title is Are Young People Ready to Lead Nigeria? Okay, so good. Thank you so much for your opening questions. Next, we're going to move on to, I would say, the moderator questions. And as you have with the opening statements which you made, we're going to have a different time allotted, which is 2 minutes. And of course, I'm going to be giving you each one of you an opportunity to respond to that question with your arguments, of course. So let's get to it. So I'm going to set the timer real quick and I will give you an opportunity to respond. So now, the first moderator question is, what unique strengths do young Nigerians bring to leadership roles that older generations may lack? Okay, that's the first question, and I want to give that question to Mr. Divine. So, Mr. Divine, be careful. You have 2 minutes, and be sure to respect that timing. Your time starts now. You can respond to the question.
No, sir, can you please repeat the question?
Okay, most certainly. So, the question is, what unique strengths do young Nigerians bring to leadership roles that older generations may lack? That's the question. I hope it's clear. So your time starts now.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Divine. Go ahead.
Okay, sir. As you said, what unique strength do young Nigeria bring to leadership role as young generation? So looking back at the history, I've already noticed that young leaders disrupted politics, tech, and social sectors, which users seems genuinely interested in understanding what makes Nigeria youth stand out, probably for research, advocacy, or personal inspiration. Specifically, unique strengths. So I should focus on that distinctive qualities, not just generic youth attributes. We first of all look at the youth attributes towards that generation. And also, we need to bypass traditional political gatekeepers using social media. That's one of the means. And also, innovators like Odunayo Ewini turning service culture into global awareness with hypothetical understanding. Also, we need to Western youth does not have the particular duality, and also they don't have justice. They don't have climate action through gender justice, and also agri-tech AI solution for smallholder farmers. So those are the this that brings to the younger that brings to the unique role, the unique this that brings to the younger leadership role.
All right, so is that it? Okay, so thank you so much. I presume that you're done. So I'm going to stop your timer, and of course, I'm going to give you the same opportunity, Mr. Excellence, to respond to the question. So for the sake of clarity, I'm just going to recite the question one more time. And the question is, what unique strengths do young Nigerians bring to leadership roles that older generations may lack? So your time starts now. You have 2 minutes.
Young Nigerians bring fresh vision, digital fluency, and a reformist mindset. We think outside the box, we think globally, we act locally, and we adapt fast. Unlike older leaders bound by outdated systems or tribal politics, the youth are collaborative, tech-savvy, and results-driven. As someone who is affirming the statements that young Nigerians are ready to move this country forward, I'd say that we bring a lot to the table that older generations lack. Older generations are less focused on maintaining power and more focused. Older generations are less focused on maintaining their integrity. But younger generations, we are focused on delivering change. We are focused on bringing Nigeria to a different place in our vision and in our mindsets. Thank you.
All right, so thank you very much. I'm going to stop your timer real quick. All right, so next question. So the second moderator question, excuse me, is In what areas might young people still need to develop skills or experience before taking on national leadership positions? Okay, so for this first second question, sorry, I would give it to you, Mr. Excellence, to respond. So you have 2 minutes.
Okay. Leadership at a national level requires policy depth, negotiation skills, and institutional knowledge, areas where many youths are still growing. But this doesn't mean they are not ready. It means we must create platforms, mentorships, shadow governance, and strategic programs where they can build these skills faster while contributing meaningfully. Thank you.
All right. So is that all you have to say?
That is
You have
everything.
a whole 1 minute and a few seconds. Would you have any more to say on that, or that's okay?
That is okay for me.
All right. So, Mr. Divine, please, I don't know if you read the rules, but it is forbidden to cut off your camera in the session, please. If not, you're going to have a deduction. Kindly do not repeat that again. Thank you. All right. So, then this same question goes over to you. So, for the sake of clarity, question 2, I'm going to recite that again. So, in what areas might young people still need to develop skills or experience before taking on national leadership positions? Okay, so you have 2 minutes to respond to this question. Thank you. I think you're muted. Mr. Divine, you are muted.
Focus on this actionable point from initial queries about youth readiness. Okay, the youth has to have leadership capabilities and also concrete areas for intervention. Also, properly, an educator, policymaker, or developer practitioner seeking granular insights need to have leadership capabilities. Also, they need to indicate several critical areas needing youth leadership in fusion. And also, the most urgent appear to be bridging the digital divide in rural communities where exclusion fuels inequality, reforming education to match job market needs, and creating sustainable solutions for recurring environmental crises like flooding. And also, this aligns perfectly with young leaders' tech influence and adaptive innovation strengths. I should emphasize cross-cultural approaches too, like using digital tools for accountability in all sectors. Then the users will appreciate concrete examples such as blockchain for contracts, production, transparency for AI or for disaster prediction, and also what nothing is how youth can mediate between traditional structures and modern systems like hubs partnering and with monarch for grassroots impact. Then the two must remain empowering, which these aren't problems for you to solve. Also, there must be areas where their unique capabilities and can catalyze change, which highlight existing initiative. So with this point of view, I want to clarify that this question was actually nice. Thank you very much, sir.
Hey, look, these days, where economy just they fail. Come with Sapa way, no fit explain. You get brand where they sell, we go pay. We go pay, go pay, go pay. Hey, look, info, Leon Finfo, follow me, go, may we get money. Make you call your amigos, free membership, sign up quick, and no they carry body. If you buy, if you sell for this website, no commission, no cost for this website. But cool sellers, we go give you good price. And if you know like I'm go the next guy. Hey, no middleman, we go try take your money, they do your thing on a solo. If you find anything, if you sharply buy for any location, where you there, so my manana, distress sales. My manana, distress sales. Distress sales.net. Distress sales.net. Distress sales.net. Distress sales.net.
everybody just they dance, they smile for here, man. Like say things they share for this website. Maybe go check out this website, man.
All right, so thank you very much. We're going to be moving to the third moderator question. And so the question is, how can capacity building programs such as the Youth Leadership Development Program help prepare young people for leadership? For this, I would like for you, Mr. Divine, to respond to that question. So your time starts now.
Sir, please, can you repeat the question one more time,
All right,
please?
so let me pause your timer. Okay, so the question is, how can capacity building programs such as Youth Leadership Development Program help prepare young people for leadership? All right, so your time starts now.
This can prepare young people for this. Actually, this idea can actually prepare young people for leadership roles. This builds on our intensive discussion, and also this covers their unique strengths, systematic barriers, and critical areas for intervention. The user seems deeply engaged in understanding practical pathways, which they are moved for general readiness. And also, there are also young people which are ready to specific skill development, which can actually be programmably helped. Their persistence suggests either personal involvement, perhaps a young aspiring leader or educator or professional interest development worker. Given Nigeria context, I should emphasize that how such program addresses local challenges, which bridges theoretical technology with street smart application, countering brain drain, and public resilience against infrastructure failure. Also, this previous reports is highlighted tech-driven solutions and crisis adaptability. So this is a nature extension. Also, country on Nigeria's education to employers gap through applied learning. Two, public building networks that survive power outages and bureaucracy. Three, psychological resilience against system frustrations. Four, converting this diaspora knowledge into local impact. Four, this user might particularly appreciate concrete Nigeria impact through leadership roles, which can actually helps in great capacity building in Western style training, but just in boot camp for surviving leadership for youth. So with this point of view, I'm done with this question. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Divine. I'm going to be moving over to Mr. Excellence. So you have the same question. Would you like me to take it again? Yes, okay. So the question is, how can capacity building programs such as, how can capacity building programs such as Youth Leadership Development Program help prepare young people for leadership? So your time starts now.
Okay, so admittedly, these programs are essential for building young leaders to take capacity in roles that are usually for older generations. So young leaders have to be vetted and to be perfectly trained to move forward and lead the country in the capacity that they're meant to. They close the readiness gap by teaching real-world governance, emotional intelligence, and ethical decision-making. It means they will not make mistakes in situations where they would have faltered. They give youth access to networks and resources hoarded by the political elite. If scaled nationally, such programs could birth a new class of capable visionary leaders. Thank you.
All right, so thank you very much. I'm going to be moving to the next question. So the next question is, are there examples of young Nigerians who have successfully led change in their communities or at the national level? What can we learn from their experiences? Okay, so this question goes to Mr. Divine, and you have 2 minutes. Okay, so your time starts now.
Sir, can you please go on? It's actually network, please. Can you please repeat the question?
Okay, so I'm going to pause your timer or maybe start that over again. So the question is, are there examples of young Nigerians who have successfully led change in their communities or at the national level? What can we learn from their experiences? So, wait, this your time starts now.
Okay, sir. That question is actually a nice question. So you said, what can we learn? Who has successfully learned? What can we learn as? What can we learn? What do we learn to make a change in the country? Okay, okay. For us to learn, we need to learn skills. We need to develop that kind of skills into our mindset. One, we can either go into tailoring skills, since because of the instability of the country. Canada is going to skills acquisition like tailoring, computer graphics designs, web designing. Those skills are very helpful. Then also we'll look at the several key themes emerge, which discusses change as a learnable skills, emphasizing adaptability and cognitive reforming of the country, which focuses on learning from failure, highlighting resilience from growth mindset. Also, we need to attempt examples which that stand out here, and also language learning mistake, which reveal practical strategies like energy management and habits striking. Then also the user might be also be personally struggling with change or advising others. Their vague phrasing suggests that they want actionable principles rather than abstract theory. And also they want to prioritize lessons that are evidence backed from the neurological benefit of language of effect language. Also, they want to consider grouping insights into mindset shift strategies and outcomes. And also, they need idea that will groom them up for them to acquire that skills and knowledge they want. Then they need language learning mistakes. So
All
thank you
right,
for
all
this
right. So,
question.
Mr. Chibrike, I think I'm going to have to deduct 1 point from you. So, you have -1. Okay, so for not respecting the timing. Next we have Mr. Excellence. I believe you've responded to that question, if I'm not mistaken, right?
I haven't responded.
Okay, you haven't responded. Okay, so would you like me to take the question again?
Sorry?
Would you like me to take the question again? Yes? Would you like me to take it again?
Yes, I would like to take the question. I've not responded.
Okay, all right. So I'm just gonna
So
take
please could you-
Okay, that's fine. So the question is: are there examples of young Nigerians who have successfully led change in their communities or at a national level? What can we learn from their experiences? So that's the question, and you have 2 minutes.
Yes, of course, there are examples of young Nigerians who have successfully led change in their communities. There are so many, thousands of them, millions of them who have made changes in Nigeria. There are examples of them like Rina Oduala, Hamzat Lawal. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing their names. Ian Aboyeji and Aisha Yusufu have led national conversations, mobilized action, and built lasting change, all under 40. Their journeys teach us that age is not a barrier to impact. Preparation, integrity, courage, vision, understanding, and innovation have led them to become pioneers in the affirmation that youth are able to lead Nigeria successfully. We must amplify these examples and not treat them as exceptions, for they are the cornerstones to our progress, the leaders that will shape and change Nigeria to who they are, to be better, and to make us who we are and who we deem ourselves as worthy. Thank you.
All right, so thank you very much. All right, so I'm going to stop your timer. And so we are done with the moderator side of things, okay? And we're going to be moving over to the next phase. And I would give you, I would ask you to, okay, we're going to start that in 5 minutes. So I would end the session, and you would have 5 minutes to prepare for the remainder part of the moderator question, but this time we're going to have an open style debate in the sense that once the speaker speaks or one speaker starts, the other speaker can feel free to interject or oppose at any time with your argument. So, like I said, the objective of this debate is to make who makes the best arguments, who puts forth the most points or the best points. Okay, so I'll give you 5 minutes. Take your time to study the remainder of the questions. I think you have about 6 questions left, and we're going to have a different style of debate. So I wouldn't be shifting from 1-2 minutes and to the other. No, so you're going to have a full 10 minutes, and I'm going to ask a question, and then when I feel it's exhaustive enough, then we'll transition to the next question. Okay. All right, so take 5 minutes, and please feel free to use the same link to reconnect after 5 minutes. All right, so thank you so much, and we'll see you again. So we're going to take a break right now, and we'll be back. All right, take care.
In the building, yes sir. Wait, I don't show. Hey, I don't show. Eh? Wait, see what happen for here. Yes, so that me, Oporoko original. As you know, what we they do for here? Waiting me, they do for here now. Adverts, in case you want publicity, but also we then give basic knowledge, give this our small pickings. Then we they like me. Yes, so we be like me. Oh, hey. So make we enter this matter. Today we want to talk about to you teenagers them and small pickings them, make you take know your fundamental rights as Nigerians, because if like say we they grow, we know they sabi wetin we dey wetin we supposed to know as country people. So today we want to talk about fundamental rights. Yes, so first right wey you supposed to know as you be Nigerian. So you get right to life. Nobody can come and just say, hey, they won't come kill you. You get right to life, but you go there. You go need stay safe. Make you no enter a serious problem. But you get right to life. Nobody so under normal circumstance. Except say they sentence you. You get right to live. You don't commit anything. You don't buy anybody. When we say the judgment na buy. Nobody supposed get right by you. Nobody supposed get right. So right to life. Next. Now right to the dignity of the human person. It means say nobody supposed to humiliate you. Nobody supposed to don't get right, torture you, put you for corner, can't tie you, keep for one corner. No, you get right to dignity. Human dignity as a human person. Next, right where you're supposed to be now, right to personal liberty. Personal liberty means say you get freedom. But make your freedom no go the free for another person freedom. Yes, so you get freedom. Right to liberty. If you move around, you feel talk, but you know, for this Charlie, we didn't teach wisdom. Wisdom is speech, and even in the moving around there. But normally you get right to move. Normally. Right to fair hearing. Now another one. You imagine say you get case, nobody supposed to oppress you. Say you no go, they no go hear your own side of the matter. Even Bible go tell you say you go need hear two sides. So we too, we get that. Yes, at least that one they put out for inside law, right to fair hearing. So before any judgment they go take for your matter. They go need hear you, hear you wella. Make you state your own case. Then person where they in charge normally court, judge. Go take a look at the matter. May they say, okay, this person they wrong, this person they right.
So welcome back, and as explained to you, we're going to be going over to the open style debate. So I'm going to explain what that is again. So I'm going to be given a question. So a question will be stated. So it's one of the moderator questions that will be selected at random, and you'll be given an opportunity to respond. So anybody who feels the need to respond or feels they have a response, they can go first. And of course, if for whatever reason no one is willing to go first, I might have to make that selection myself. And then, of course, if the other party feels they can make a better argument or has an opposing view as regards what's been suggested by the previous speaker, feel free to interject, and of course, respectfully. Okay, so the next question, I hope it's clear, just to be sure. It's clear?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Divine, is it clear
Yes, sir.
as well? Okay, perfect. All right, so let's. The first question for this segment is: what barriers, social, economic, or institutional, prevent young people from assuming leadership roles in Nigeria? And how can these be overcome? So, who would like to go first?
I would like to go first.
All right, go ahead, Mr. Excellence.
Okay. The question was, please repeat the question.
All right, so I'll take that again. What barriers, social, economic, or institutional, prevent young people from assuming leadership roles in Nigeria? And how can these be overcome? So for this entire question, you'll be given 10 minutes, okay, for both of you to go back and forth, okay? So Mr. Excellence, you can commence.
Hey, look, these days, where economy just they fail. Come with Sapa way, no fit explain. You get brand where they sell, we go pay. We go pay, go pay, go pay. Hey, look, info, Leon Finfo, follow me, go, may we get money. Make you call your amigos, free membership, sign up quick, and no they carry body. If you buy, if you sell for this website, no commission, no cost for this website. But cool sellers, we go give you good price. And if you know like I'm go the next guy. Hey, no middleman, we go try take your money, they do your thing on a solo. If you find anything, if you sharply buy for any location, where you there, so my manana, distress sales. My manana, distress sales. Distress sales.net. Distress sales.net. Distress sales.net. Distress sales.net.
Everybody just they dance, they smile for here, man. Like say things they share for this website. Maybe go check out this website, man.
Young people are not seen as people who would be likely to be given the mantle of leadership. People already in leadership positions would much rather appoint someone who is older and more experienced in their opinion to take care of a leadership position. Young people are seen as weak and unable to flourish in a position of leadership. Older people who put them in these positions are essentially taking a gamble when they put them in these positions because they do not know, they cannot tell if younger people are ready to move forward and to be at the cornerstone and forefront of leadership positions in Nigeria. They face systematic barriers like money, the finances to push and enter a position where they can take control and leadership in their own hands in Nigeria. We also face issues in politics. Politicians and people that are related to politics, they never have the opportunity to leave their roles. They always keep themselves in their roles, that young people cannot come up and take those positions because politicians and politics in general keep young people down from assuming these positions because the old ones already in power don't want to lose the power that they have. And the stereotypes of young people, like I've said before, the young people are not seen as exactly mature enough to have a leadership position. This is why older people are usually in positions of power and leadership because they are trusted to lead a country forward. But they lack innovation and vision and ambition to fulfill their goals. To face this, we must ensure political finance reforms, expand youth quotas in parties, and decentralize access to leadership, meaning that leadership should not be a low, medium, high type of structure. It should be a structure that encourages others to be able to pick up the mantle and train themselves to be better leaders of the next generation. If we remove structural barriers, youth potential will naturally rise to the top. We can expand the abilities of youths in these programs and things to help them overcome their systematic barriers, to give them the chances and the opportunities to push themselves forward and to move at a higher level and higher pace than their competition. So as long as youth are given the opportunity, they can effectively break these systematic barriers pretty easily, as long as they're driven, purposeful, innovative, and ambitious. And ambition is the key word here, because these systematic barriers are not even barriers if you have the drive and the potential and the ambition to move forward and to pass them. They're only barriers, they're only smoke screens. They're not there to push us down, but we have the potential to raise ourselves above any expectations on us. That is my take. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you very much. And of course, this is not a baton exchange in this particular segment. So, Mr. Chibuike, don't shy away. Feel free to come in. And of course, when it's I would say when it's time for Mr. Chibuike to speak as the first speaker, Mr. Excellence, feel free to also interject at any time. So, of course, Mr. Divine, if you have any oppositions, you can make a better argument as regards what he said, or also in line with the question, feel free to come in. Of course, the more you, I would say, put forth your point, the better chances you have at winning this debate. So, of course, the floor is yours. Go ahead, please.
Okay, sir. I have an opposition to that question. I say concerning respect for elders. Actually, cultural norms that emphasizes respect for older generation might make it difficult for young people to accept themselves in leadership position. So, how would that respect for elders be given by youth? If elders need respect, they need to have their cultural norms that will emphasize respect for older generations, which will make it difficult for young people to accept themselves in leadership position. So that's my question to my other speaker.
Okay, so Mr. Excellence, I see you.
Sorry, could you repeat?
Okay, yes, go ahead. Did you hear him?
No, I asked him to repeat himself, please.
Okay, so Mr. Divine, he wants you to repeat yourself. So what are you opposing? He didn't catch that. He didn't catch what you said. So can you repeat your opposition to what he said, please?
Okay, I was saying that in concerning respect to elders, I would like to look into that case and say if cultural norms are emphasized for respect to older generation, why would it make it difficult for young people to accept themselves in leadership position?
Okay, so are you saying that the respect for elders will make it difficult for younger generations to assert themselves in leadership positions? Is that your statement, or is that your argument? You're muted, Mr. Divine. Okay, I don't know if you have a response to that while the network fixes itself. Yeah, go ahead.
While I respect his opinion, here's why it is flawed. Now, we do not need the older generation to respect younger people for them to move forward and accept leadership positions. As long as we take the baton by our hand and show that we have drive and ambition and courage to push forward and to attain these leadership positions, it is very much possible to disregard the stereotypes regarding young people and the stereotypes regarding older people. For one, older generations that are in leadership positions, they have the competence to stay in those positions, but they do not have the courage and the ambition to seek higher and to push Nigerians forward, to push us forward as a nation in their leadership roles. Thank you.
Okay.
Sorry, sir.
All right. So
it was network.
Okay, that's fine. Please, I hope that doesn't occur again. So I know it's not your fault, but of course. So you weren't opportune to hear what he says, but for the sake of time, I'm just going to move on. I don't know if you would like to take that again, respond to what he says, if you don't mind, Mr. Excellence. What your rebound was as regards his opposition. Thank you, please.
So it was said that the stereotypes regarding older people, young people have lots of barriers in place that prevents them from taking leadership positions and to take hold of their leadership roles. But I think it is possible to disregard these notions and stereotypes that younger people are immature and not ready for leadership positions, while older people are in leadership positions and are ready and are competent. they lack the drive and ambition to push Nigeria forward, to push us forward as a nation, to make us better, and to see and to help us to be a better nation. Now, these roles and stereotypes are the main factors that prevents younger people from assuming roles of leadership. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So, Mr. Divine, I'll just in 1 quick minute. Do you have anything else to say on that, so I can move on to the next question?
Yes. Actually, if we are talking about okay, that question actually is going somewhere. So, if we are talking to emphasize respect for that generation, why is it that this our present youth don't do that? This our present youth, they need to accept and emphasize respect for them to have respect for cultural norms, respect to elders.
Okay, so I don't know if you caught that, Mr. Excellent.
So you're saying that that younger people should emphasize the respect to their elders?
Yes, because
Are you saying
they are
that
giving
younger
that
people shouldn't?
Go ahead, Mr. Excellence. Of course, anyone can go ahead. I'm just here to observe you guys.
Are you saying that younger people shouldn't be in leadership positions because they have to respect the elders that are in charge?
Hey, look, these days, where economy just they fail. Come with Sapa way, no fit explain. You get brand where they sell, we go pay. We go pay, go pay, go hey, pay. Look, info, Leon Finfo, follow me, go, may we get money. Make you call your amigos, free membership, sign up quick, and no they carry body. If you buy, if you sell for this website, no commission, no cost for this website. But cool sellers, we go give you good price. And if you know like I'm go the next guy. Hey, no middleman, we go try take your money to do your thing on a solo. If you find anything, if you sharply buy for any location, wait there so. My manana, distress sales. My manana, distress sales. Distress sales.net. Distress sales.net. Distress sales.net. Distress sales.net.
Everybody just they dance, they smile for here, man. Be like, see things they share for this website. Let me go check out this website, man.
No, younger people should be in a leadership position, but it doesn't mean, I say younger people should be in leadership position. It doesn't mean that the elders, which the elderly ones needs respect, must have the same respect, but have the same respect aligned to the young ones, which are the youths. They must have the same respect aligned to be them. They could be just because we just emphasize cultural norms just like that. That of cultural norms has its own role that is in place, which is placed for elders, elderly ones need to have the same cultural norms aligned, which is the same respect aligned to each other.
Okay, I don't know if you caught that, or do you have any more to say on that before I move on to the next question? Is that all? Is that okay, Mr. Excellence? Or do you have more to be said? Or you seem to have searching eyes. What do you have any statements to make on that, or you're good?
I have something to say.
Yes.
As someone who affirms the position that youth are meant to have leadership positions in Nigeria, he's saying that we should have the same cultural norms and way of life as elders. So younger people and elders should be treated equally and have the same cultural norms. And I think that cultural norms don't have to be considered when looking at leadership positions in Nigeria, because leadership positions are mostly focused on competence and drive and ambition, because that's all you need to lead a country forward. You need focus, ambition, discipline, not any cultural norms or anything related to respect. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so my speaker, actually, my this topic, this question you actually talked about, that cultural laws, I know it emphasize respect to older generations, and also younger people find it difficultly to accept themselves in leadership position due to that cultural norms, which I know it actually young youth people is actually finding it difficultly to accept themselves in it because of that cultural norm. So that cultural norm is actually a problem for them. So they need to remove it. They need to try and remove it such that youth can accept themselves in that leadership position. Thank you.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, it seems you guys are saying the same thing. So I'm here trying to trace what is what. Okay, so in my opinion, what you're saying in essence that is the cultural norms should actually be moved out of the way, and other virtues or attributes should be utilized to basically decide who should attain the position of leadership when it comes to such affairs. If I'm not mistaken, right? That's it. All right, Mr.
That's what I'm actually saying,
All right,
sir.
so no arguments here. Okay. All right, so next question I have for you. So it's the same style. So I'm just gonna stop the timer and give you another whole 10 minutes to actually debate that out. And of course, you don't have to wait for me if you feel the need to interject. Interject is something you don't agree with. A typical argument style. Okay, please do not wait for me. All right. Of course, I'll be selecting who or asking who wants to go first. And if nobody responds, then I would select. Okay. All right. So next question is: what risks or challenges could arise if young people take on leadership roles before they are fully prepared? And how can these, excuse me, be mitigated? Okay, so I'll take that again. What risks or challenges could arise if young people take on leadership roles before they are fully prepared? And how can these be mitigated? Okay, so I'm going to give 10 minutes and anyone can start first.
The risks are real. Impulsive decisions, inexperience, or poor navigation of bureaucracy. Now, it is admittedly a fact that young people do not have the necessary experience to take on leadership roles. They are not exactly fully prepared. But that is what youth leadership programs are for. It is also admitted a fact that navigation of bureaucracy is hard for younger generations, especially in leadership roles. To navigate the politics and the needs of the people and the needs of themselves, to balance it out and to make informed decisions and to make good decisions on how they can lead the country forward. But these are not to be seen as things to use as against young people when they are made to be in leadership positions. They can be changed, they can be removed. These are not things that can hamper a young person from taking on a leadership role. They can be mitigated through structured training, mentorship, inclusive policy labs. The solution is not to exclude youth, but to prepare them intentionally. That way, Nigeria gets the boldness of youth with the wisdom of experience. So we have the vision and the ambition and the innovation combined with the experience that they were taught in their programs that lead them into becoming better leaders than the older generations in the future. This is why I think we need young people to take on the mantle and to take on and to be the forward push that pushes Nigeria forward to be a better country in itself and to lead our people to glory. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. So, Mr. Divine, I know you were in and out, and I wouldn't want to stress Mr. Excellence any further. So, I would just state the question again, and Mr. Excellence, please, you would take the time to pay attention, and if you have any opposing views as regards what Mr. Divine would say on that note, and of course, if you have any additions to substantiate your position or your idea on the subject, please feel free. Okay, so I'm going to take that question once again, just peradventure, Mr. Divine, you didn't hear. The question is, what risks or challenges could arise if young people take on leadership roles before they are fully prepared, and how can these be mitigated? So feel free to respond to that, Mr. Divine.
Okay. The challenges that will arise is one is social barriers. That is one of the challenges that will arise. Two, age requirements. Three, educational experience requirements. Four, party politics. Five, is capacity building. Then six is inclusive leadership. Those are the things that will arise as challenges to the leadership roles.
Okay, so well, can I ask you? Basically, this is a two-part question. So the second question is, how can these be mitigated? In your opinion, how can these issues be mitigated? You're muted, Mr. Divine.
Okay, how it can be prevented or mitigated? One, young people are supposed to be ready to lead Nigeria with their own innovative spirits and diverse perspective and passion for change. Two, less power of our young leaders, provide them with opportunities and support and unleash their potential to transform Nigeria. Then five, they should have that young leaders should have that kind of balanced enthusiasm with careful planning and consideration. That is one of the that is one of the major ways that can prevent that. So thank you for that.
All right, so thank you very much, Mr. Divine. So, Mr. Excellence, of course, you know this is a two-part question. So, from the first and second part, do you have any oppositions, additions, or anything to complement what he says that could give you an advantage to winning this debate?
Okay, so I would like to say more on my points that I made before. So while I firmly believe that the youth are capable of leading, we must not pretend that youth leadership is without challenges. Enthusiasm, vision, and boldness are powerful traits, but leadership also demands preparation, wisdom, and patience. If young people are thrust into leadership roles without adequate preparation, the risks are real, and we must talk about them. Not to discredit youth, but to empower them to succeed. Young people face inexperience in governance and policy. Our major risk is governance inexperience. Public leadership isn't just about inspiration, it's about policy making, resource management, and diplomacy. Young people can start from the lower ends of the spectrum to develop their experience and to move and to push themselves to be able to rise against this inexperience in governance and policy. They can take on little roles such as public leadership in any little organizations they can find to whet them and to teach them the importance of leadership and how to respond to various situations in leadership. Young leaders who lack experience may mismanage public funds. They may misunderstand constitutional limits. They struggle with bureaucratic navigation or make impulsive decisions under pressure. For example, the complexities of foreign policy, legislative negotiations, or macroeconomic planning can be overwhelming without the right exposure and mentorship. Mitigation strategies would include to introduce youth shadow programs in governance, youth parliaments or advisory councils, ensure training in public policy, governance, and law before assuming national leadership. I have made this point already. To promote mentorship between experienced professionals and young leaders so that knowledge is passed down, not hoarded. So we have to create programs that promotes the passing down of knowledge from older generations to younger generations, so that older generations do not hoard all the power and leadership and leave younger generations misunderstanding and inadequate to push into their leadership roles. The second point I would like to make is susceptibility to manipulation. Yes, susceptibility to manipulation. When youth lack political experience, they may become puppets for older political actors. And this happens all over Nigeria. It happens in every sector, in most places where youth want to rise up with their vision and innovation, but they can't because they are being manipulated by the older players. They are being used as puppets, as I said. Political actors hiding behind the scenes and manipulating the younger actors in their various missions and tasks. This is already happening. Political godfathers sponsor young candidates only to control them once they're elected. So they turn into shadow leaders. There's no point in young leadership if older leaders still control the younger leaders that are put in charge. The strategies to mitigate this problem would be to encourage independent political participation through crowd-funded campaigns and issue-based politics, not personality cults. Promote civic education, so young leaders are aware of the traps of political manipulation. So in schools, in different places of learning, these can be addressed by promoting the education in civics and leadership and national understanding. So we also need to enforce strong ethics so that people, the older players, will not have these thoughts in mind when younger players want to come in charge, to take control of them. Instead, they should want to disseminate their information to them. They wouldn't want to keep them under. They have to enforce the ethics of spreading knowledge. You have to be transparent and to keep your influencers accountable. The last point I would like to make before the time is up is about emotional maturity and crisis management. Leadership requires emotional discipline, especially during crisis. Without this, a young leader may overreact to social media, take criticism personally, or engage in conflicts rather than diplomacy. Great leadership isn't just about bold action. It's about measured response under pressure. It is about knowing what to do under a situation, a calamity, a problem that other people would not be able to respond to. The mitigations include to integrate emotional intelligence leadership training into youth development programs. I would like to say more, but my time is up. Thank you.
All right, so I think thank you very much for being thoughtful. So really, there's not much penalty in this section, but we obviously have to keep track of time. So, Mr. Divine, so in all that he has said, so just in a quick minute, do you have any oppositions to that, or any additions that you would like to make, or do you agree with his points? So you have 1 minute to make a statement.
I have something to say about it.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. Why ethics matters for youth? Because one is trust and credibility. Ethical leadership is essential for building trust and credibility with followers, stakeholders, and the wider community. Two is reputation. As a youth, why ethics matter is due to reputation. Unethical behavior can damage a young leader's reputation and undermine their ability to lead effectively. Three is long-term consequences. Unethical decisions or actions can have long-term consequences, affecting not only the leader but also the organization or community they serve. And the ways to address ethical challenges: one, we need to establish clear values and principles. Young leaders should establish clear values and principles that will guide their decision making and actions. Two, they should seek mentorships and guidance. Young leaders can seek guidance from experienced mentors or ethics experts to help navigate complex ethical challenges. And another way again can stop it is to foster a culture to help in preventing the challenges of ethics for youth generations.
Okay. All right. So I think the way your network is going off and on, we can attribute that to the village people, because they are really working against you in this debate. Okay. So let's so obviously that wouldn't penalize you, so we'll try our best to be as fair as possible. And of course, during the editing process of this I would say this debate, or definitely we'll try to make sure we can preserve as much as, irrespective of the disruptions from the internet. Okay, so just a final question, because many of you spoke about traditions, and I'm here trying to decide which of the two questions to ask you that is most relevant to some of the arguments you both have made. So the question is, final question, which obviously it's going to be open to anyone who would like to start. You spoke about age earlier, right? So the question is, does age matter more than competence, vision, or integrity when it comes to leadership in Nigeria? And of course, this question, before you respond to it, I think you also have to think about the level of maybe maximum age limits as regards those who are younger. So when you speak about age, it's very dicey. So I would like to know what your take is on that. So who would like to respond to that? Who would like to go first?
Sorry, could you repeat the question?
Okay, so keeping it short, does age matter more than competence, vision, or integrity when it comes to leadership in Nigeria? So for this one, we're gonna keep it at 5 minutes. So you have 5 minutes. Each and I think I give you
Yes,
a total
sir.
of 5 minutes, but I'm gonna stop you when I feel there's a need for the other party to speak. Okay, so who would like to go first?
Okay, experience matter more than age. Why? Why did I say experience matter more than age? Through experience, you can able to acquire the leadership role, and also with experience, people will recognize your value and your unique strength and perspective of young leaders. Also, they will merit your base leadership, which we wish that leadership should be based on competence, visions, and integrity rather than age. So, with this point of view, I would like to say experience is far better than age because with that you can able to recognize the value, your unique strength, and as perspective of young leaders, and also it will able to lead your vision and integrity rather than age. Thank you very much,
All right,
sir.
thank you so much for keeping that really short. So I would appreciate the same gesture on your end, Mr. Excellence. If you have any additions, oppositions, inputs that would substantiate the point even further. So the floor is yours, Mr. Excellence. If you have anything to say.
I would like to. I would like you to repeat the question again, please.
Okay, so the question is, does age matter more than competence, vision, or integrity when it comes to leadership in Nigeria? So I want you to take into account what he has said and of course in response to the question as well. So feel free to respond. You have 3 minutes and a few seconds to go. Thank you.
Well, I would like to give my points against this notion that age does matter. Age doesn't matter. I mean, let's not be deceived by the surface of leadership. In a country like Nigeria, where the stakes are high and the challenges are vast, the question we must ask is simple. Do we need leaders who are older or leaders who are better? Because when it comes to effective leadership, age is not a qualification. It is merely a number. But of course, age is still important, for we cannot have babies sitting in a position of power, of course. Competence, vision, and integrity are the true credentials of leadership, and history, both global and Nigerian, has proven this over and over again. Age does not automatically make good leadership, though. If age alone guarantees good governance, Nigeria would be a paradise today, because there are so many older people who would love to be in leadership positions and would have made a difference if so. But no, for over 60 years, we've been ruled by leaders mostly over the age of 50, many of them over 60. Some even returned to power after decades, claiming they had learned from the past. And yet, we still face chronic insecurity across the nation. Our educational system is failing millions of young minds. Unemployment remains staggeringly high. A whopping 44% unemployment rate in Nigeria, one of the highest in African countries across Africa. Public hospitals are underfunded, roads are in disrepair, and corruption remains rampant. So clearly, age has not been the solution. If anything, it has often been used as a shield, an excuse to recycle old names, old methods, and old failures. We need to move forward, look forward, and use our innovation and vision of the younger people to put them in leadership positions and assume their rightful place, to move Nigeria forward and to make here an actual paradise, as mentioned before. What truly matters is competence, vision, and integrity, as I've said before. Let us break down what true leadership requires. Competence means knowing how to run systems, to make policies, solve problems, and lead teams. Right. Vision is the ability to see beyond the present, to imagine and plan for a better future. And integrity is doing the right thing, even when no one is watching, governing not for self, but for the country. Age doesn't have anything to do with these things. An older person can have no integrity, can have no competence, and can have no vision. Age doesn't matter in these things. They are the functions of character, training, and mindset. A 65-year-old leader with no vision and no integrity is more dangerous than a 30-year-old who has both. Take a look at Shola Akinlade, the owner of Paystack, or Inoluwa Aboyeji, Flutterwave, young Nigerians who built billion-dollar platforms, created jobs, and revolutionized fintech. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. So I'm afraid I will have to end it here. So it's been an awesome experience with you, and I just want to remind you that we have a ranking system. As a matter of fact, we're in discussion with management to see if we can attach certain stipend payments, monthly stipend payments, to specific ranks. And of course, if you attain the highest rank, we're still deliberating whether to have a total payout of 500,000 to #1,000,000 naira for the attaining of that rank. So we can go into the details in the group, but of course, when you watch most of the debate sessions, you would find the ranking system stated. So, but the direct intricacies on that statement or those placements have not been publicly revealed yet, because we are still trying to decide on that. But of course, we have a full payment. We've decided on the highest rank, which is 500,000 naira total cash prize on top of your winnings if you're able to attain that rank. But of course, we're looking for more perks to add to other lesser ranks than that. Okay, so thank you so much. And of course, it would be amiss if I fail to recognize our sponsor for today's program is DistressSales.net. Okay, so on their platform, you can buy and sell distress sale items, and of course, you can create your own special account and obviously create a digital shop on their platform. And we are grateful heavily for the avenue and for the opportunity. Of course, please, if you have to know that you can compete as much as you can and to attain ranks. And of course, we're looking at issuing badges, and of course, you have bragging rights for the year as well. So these are still in the works, and definitely we have more perks and more collaborations with companies that would give you more gift prizes in addition to your cash prizes. Okay, so thank you so much once again, and we hope to see you contest again. Of course, if you have other persons that would be interested in coming forward to this program, please feel free to let them know. Okay, so with that said, I see Mr. Divine within 30 seconds. What would you like to say, Mr. Divine?
Okay, I want to say that highlighting the complexities of leadership and the potential of young people, it will also drive a positive change in Nigeria.
Divine, we're done. It's too late for that now. So we don't have time, so we have to end it here. Okay, so we'll just have to respect that timing. So thank you so much. And of course, we're going to allow for 3 days. The video is going to go up probably tonight or latest tomorrow. And there will be a 3 days wait to allow for votes. And voting is done with the name of each contestant in the comment section. And like I said, you need at least 20 votes to get the cash prize. And of course, you have to have the highest, okay? So attain the minimum and of course be the highest number of votes, okay? So obviously in the future, we'll be having more criteria for winning. Of course, if it comes to an equal period, so the time limit that will be issued for that will be stated in the group. And if we have an equal number of votes, then I would be the one to decide based on where my heart is at as regards the arguments you have put forward today. So thank you so much, and do have a lovely day, and we hope to see you again. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay, sir.